Got him a blueback. Oh God. Oh God. Got him, big one. Credge, Credge, Credge. In his face. Ah, the big one. I want to see one of these points where they're just, it looks like it's an ocean of just, it's flat, gives them a good surface to dump them eggs on. Because herring, when they spawn, they just deposit the eggs. They're just shitting the eggs everywhere, you know? Oh, he got one. Did you get it? Oh, he missed it. You scrub. Hey, hey, I fooled the herring. Herring, herring. It's a straight line movement bait. So I pop it out of the top a little and then I just reel it. It's got a real unique, it's almost like a, just you know, a slither almost. You just don't want, when you're trying to imitate the herring, you just don't want baits that have big movement to them. You want it to be subtle. Like,
oh yeah.
You see that? Yep. So it's like topwater-esque. It's almost like a wake bait, you know? Just want it popping out of the top. Little look like a herring trying to get over. There it goes. They're here. Oh, got it. Big one. Good one. Good one, not a big one, but a good one. But that's a classic herring eater right there. You can see, look at that. It's got that thing on that back hook, but look at, not a long fish, but look at all that, see that gut right there? Dude, that is all herring. So these fish are herring, eating herring. These herring are spawning and they come up and they can't help themselves. Red clay, gravel. You don't want steep, you want flatter points and you want baits that move in line, right? So this is the Berkley Krej, and when you look at it, it's actually looks like a jerk bait, but it has the bill is reversed. So the neat thing about this is when you pop it on the top, it's that inline movement like a herring. So I pop it on the top, I slow it down, and when I slow it down, it just has this nice shimmy side to side. If I was on a lake with gizzards or threadfin or a bluegill spawn, yes, baits with big movements, but herring, dude, herring swim like this. So whether it's a subsurface bait like the Credge or a topwater like the J-Walker, I'm trying to imitate that straight line movement of herring, and that's what herring do. Here you go, boom. Next. Oh, big one. God.
That was a nice pop. Right
That's a herring eater. That's a herring eater. On the Credge, a herring eater on the Credge. So fun. Look at that. Look at that thing, dude. When you get into these schools that are eating a herring, dude, that is all pure herring right there. If you feel it, dude, it's just a ball of fish that he's gobbling up. A lot of times you'll see the tail coming out, but look at that. Guys, that's a good look right there at why that Credge is so awesome. I can fish it deep. I can fish it like a traditional jerk bait, but on these herring lakes, when you have a herring or a bait fish spawn, it's a phenomenal bait. It's a dual purpose bait. That one hit it on the top. A lot of times they'll hit it as it's subsurface. So the way that I'm using this little small Credge is as a topwater and as a subsurface wake bait. So in one cast, that bait allows me to do two actions. That's pretty unique. It's a topwater, slow my retrieve. This is the 85. This is the smallest of the three sizes. Pick the Credge size that matches the bait fish size. So in this particular area of the lake, the herring that are spawning are smaller. We're in a creek. The main lake herring are bigger. The creek herring tend to be smaller. So they're about 3 to 4 inches, and that's a perfect imitation of it. This one's a little translucent. So the nice thing about this one is you can see the weighting in this bait. And there's two keys to it, and one is the weighting. So there's weight placement in the belly, and that's what is going to give that bait that shimmy. And it has the shimmy on the retrieve, and if I actually kill it, it'll actually shimmy on the fall. So the weight placement to give it the shimmy, and then that reversed lip, reversed bill. It's the best way I can describe it is like if it was a jerk bait, your bill would look like that. But on the Credge, the bill is up facing. So it actually causes the bait to rise. And so that bill allows that bait to stay on the surface and just move in line. This is a 7/6 medium heavy action Abu Garcia Ike Series rod. I throw it on braid to a fluoroleader. And when these fish are schooling or busting, I can make ultra long cast. And that bait's heavy enough that I can bomb it out there. The other thing is you don't want to get too close to these fish when you're eating herring. So by using a spinning rod with this little bait and bombing it, I can stay away from the fish and not bother them. The other option for these fish, guys, is a standard topwater. These are walking style baits, and this is a Berkley J-Walker. This color pattern, real quick, before I tell you about this bait, looks just like a blueback herring. The term blueback herring is a little skewed because the blueback herring does have some blue glimmer in it, but it has an olive brown, olive green back. So a lot of the times when I'm imitating bluebacks, I go to that brownish green back. So this color is a perfect imitation of a blueback. But the J-Walker is a little more subtle, okay? So remember what I said. If I'm trying to imitate bluegill or gizzard shad, a walker that has a bigger slash is perfect. But look at the J-Walker. It's a little thinner, it's a little more streamlined, and it's got a little more of that subtle walk. The other thing that I do, and I'm going to show you in a second, is in addition to your normal walk the dog, I'll just reel this bait. And when you reel it, it kind of just pushes forward. It just skims along the top. And again, that looks perfectly like the bait fish. So this is another great alternative, straight top water. Let's see. I bet you we can get a couple to eat this too. Let's see.
It's like it isn't even really a point. I mean,
Big one. Big one.
Oh my
God, on that J-Walker. Big one. Oh, God. Not as big as that, but a good one. And you see on the reel, dude, that is the key. Guys, oh gosh, on these walking baits, you get so tuned to that you gotta be walking the dog. But, gosh, but the straight reel is a key. You look at a walking style bait and your mind goes to twitch, 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 but think about what you're trying to imitate. So by using a couple twitches and then just reeling it, it really does look like a bait fish trying to escape, right? The bait fish is spawning or struggling, and then all of a sudden, oh, he's trying to get away. And that really turns these fish on and makes them strike. There's another look at a herring eater, built completely different than a normal post-spawn bass. Normally a post-spawn bass is skinny, and these fish just super thick bellies, loaded with herring. You can feel it. That's all food in there. But dude, sideways in his mouth, both hooks. When you see a fish that's hooked like this, you are throwing the right bait. I want to make this bait walk, and I want to make this bait run straight in the same cast. So here's my normal retrieval. I'm going to make my cast, I'm going to let the bait hit, and I'm going to start with a walk. So the walk is you're twitching your slack. So it's twitch, twitch, twitch. And if you look, the bait's going to go left and right. That's a traditional walking style. But after a little bit of that, I want to get that bait, and I literally just want to reel it, guys. And if you see it, it's just kind of skitters on the top, just reeling it straight. And then when I'm done that for a little bit, I'm going to go back to that twitching my slack left and right, and there's that walk. So it's really looking like a bait fish that's maybe spawning or something's going on, and then all of a sudden there it goes, trying to get away. I'm about 5 o'clock, I'm going to twitch to 6, and just keep picking it up. And every time I hit my slack, I'm going to reel it in and twitch. And that's how you get that walking movement. Just like the Credge, I like the braid to the flora, and this is 30 pound. This is Berkley X9 in green, and then I've got a little 17 pound. This is monofilament. This is Berkley Sensation monofilament leader. So the reason I don't tie direct to braid is when you tie direct to braid, the braid likes to get caught around the hooks. It likes to really get caught. So by using a little bit of a mono buffer, it stops it from tangling. The other thing this mono leader does is braid has 0 stretch, but mono Sensation has a little stretch. So I'm giving it just a little bit of delay in the end of the bait here. And then I almost always use either a loop knot or a split ring. And in this case, I've got a split ring on the J-Walker, and that's just gonna allow that bait to have more of that loose movement when you're doing your walking. And you really want a shorter rod. You want a 6'6" to a 7-foot rod. If you look at this one, guys, this is a 6'8", and it's a rod I specially designed for Abu Garcia. It's called the Ike series. And if you look at the butt section, look how short that butt is. Look at the butt on that. Guys, ultra short butt. And that's because the twitching is cadence. And I want to be able to keep that rod close to my body. If it had a long handle, if this was a 7'6" rod and had a long handle, it would force me to be out here like this. I want to be close in here. It's all wrist movement, so that short butt helps. So shorter rod, shorter butt section, and that allows you to make those twitches.
Oh yeah, I got that.
He got it too.
Yep.
Oh boy.
That was awesome.
Oh boy. Oh boy. And that one didn't eat it. That one ate it on the twitch.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm telling you. That different, you know, making it different, changing it up. Oh gosh. He's got a weird. This is I want to show you this. Talk about a post-spawn fish, guys. Look at that. Look at this, guys. Another J-Walker fish, and that one actually hit on the walk, not on the straight reel. And I want to talk about that in a second. But we call these rub marks, and if you look at it, he's got a big boo-boo spot on him, and that is when they're done post-spawn. This fish was rolling around. This is a male. He was up there spawning 2 weeks ago. 14, 20 days ago, he was up there spawning. So now he's staging on these gravel and red clay points where these bait fish are spawning, and that fish is recouping from the spawn. So that boo-boo is going to heal, and he's up there eating his face off. He's eating blueback herring, and there is a blueback herring imitator, and he loved it. All right, guys, I just caught a fish, and right before I boat flipped him, he spit out a piece of herring. This is a herring body. So there we got a J-Walker sitting next to a piece of herring, and honestly, look at the color elements. I'm serious. Like, you see the silver, a lot of silver, but also a lot of that just drab, almost brownish tan color on that dead herring. And look at that J-Walker sitting by it. Just a perfect imitation of what that fish is eating. Man, I love it. Couldn't have scripted that better. 3-pounder. Talk about a bait they can't stand. I look in this fish's mouth, it's really kind of half damaged, and so you hear the term match the hatch. When you're fishing a bait spawn, that Credge matches the hatch, perfect. That sounded like a big one that flew behind me. Oh God, oh God. Got a big one! Oh my God! Oh God! Oh God! I told you I had a school! Hi! Credge! In his face! Ah, the big one! Ah, the 4-pounder! Ah! There's a Credge in his face! Oh, you think they like that Credge? 4-pounder. And it's like a cigar in his mouth! It's like a cigar in his mouth! I needed that in the tournament. Slab of meat, baby, slab of meat. There's a good look at why this Credge is so effective. That's a slab of meat, guys. That's a legitimate 4-pounder. I said it before, I want to mention it again. That style of bait, the Credge, you can fish it so many different ways, but using it as a topwater, changing your retrieve to let it go subsurface as a wake bait, back to a topwater. 2 actions, 1 retrieve, looks a lot like a herring, looks a lot like a real bait fish. And there's the results right there, guys. They're shoal markers, shoal cans, I've heard them called. And a lot of times you'll see that red diamond on them. Sometimes it'll say shoal, sometimes it'll say rock. Oh my gosh. But for a guy that's new to this pattern and he's not real sure what to look for, that's a great way. Is like you can literally just run these cans. I'm not even gonna climb up my boat now. Jesus. That was probably probably a bad idea. Oh God. Oh, big one. Oh my gosh, giant one. Oh, come on. Talk about, they call this terminology T-boning a bait. That is, I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Like, I really hope you're feeling. Got him. That ain't a bass. Oh! Yes! If I was in a tournament, I'd be like, no! Now I'm fun fishing, I'm like, yes! Gotcha ass. Oh! The belly on that thing, talk about a herring eater, dude. Uh-oh.
They're on it, they're on it. Keep it moving.
Ah!